Welcome to the 21 Lines of Inquiry podcast that's all about helping you discover your UCW, your unique contribution to the world. Join us as we delve into the 21 questions that will help you be more intentional about bringing your gifts into your career and your life overall. So when you're ready, let's get started. Hi, it's Anita, and in this episode, the question we're going to explore is, what were you like when you were 5 years old? Quite often, this is the age where we can get a glimpse of our real nature, our innate patterns and behaviours that just show up naturally in us before they get conditioned out too much by family or society. So I remember myself at this age having an insatiable curiosity about the world and everything in it. And I'll never forget the day I found out that the sun was bigger than the earth by accident, with about the same emotional impact as discovering Father Christmas is not real. So it was an average morning in our small infant school in a mining town in the Lake District. It was the 1970s. When suddenly the teacher asked us the most surprising question that I had ever heard. She asked this: which is bigger, the earth or the sun? And I remember thinking, what a stupid question. The earth, obviously. My 5-year-old logic being, well, the sun fits under the roof of the sky. But to be funny or naughty or just precocious, I answered the opposite and said, the sun, of course. So imagine my shock when the teacher said, well done, Anita, that's right. I was aghast. I couldn't understand what was going on. Was she double bluffing me? Now I was even more confused. The rest of the day passed in a blur. When I got home, I asked my mum, how can the sun fit under the sky, which is the roof of the earth, when it's bigger than the earth? I think my mum just rolled her eyes at yet another of my Encyclopedia Britannica-style questions. But as I look back now, I can see how this insatiable curiosity of mine about the world and everything in it was a key thread in my life. On the plus side, it's led to a real thirst for knowledge and wisdom and discovery about the world. But at times, this constant questioning and needing answers that make sense to me has driven people around me a bit crazy when they just want an easy life. Curiosity is one of 24 recognised character strengths that make our lives more fulfilling. Now, all humans possess all 24 of these character strengths, but they tend to show up in a different order in different people. So it's statistically very rare that anyone will have all 24 strengths in the same order as you. Now, there's a free online test that you can take to discover which order these traits show up in you, and we'll put a link to that in the notes below this audio. So take a few minutes now to just think of yourself around the age of 5, maybe a bit older or younger, and ask yourself, were there any qualities or character traits about you that particularly stand out? And if your parents or others who remember you at this age are still around, it might be a nice thing to ask them what they remember of you. And if you take the test in the notes below, it's called the VIA, Values in Action Online Test. You can also see what your top 5 character traits are and see how they were present in your early life. Then, once you've done this, just write down what clue this gives you as to your UCW. How has it shown up in the most fulfilling times of your career so far? How could you use it more? So just take your time to explore all this. Maybe go for a nice walk in nature and ponder it, or talk to a friend if that's helpful. And when you're ready, I'll see you in the next episode.